Hi there, folks. This is Sean Broderick, straight from Florida, PDAC in Toronto, and I'm speaking to Mr. Darrell Rader. Who's he? He's the CEO of MInaurum. You know him. We've talked to him a bunch. Anyway, there's some exciting stuff going on for this junior miner that is based in Mexico. They are in a prolific gold belt. They have a new silver project. There is some real excitement. Could you please speak to my viewers?
Yeah, thanks again for having me, Sean.
Sure.
It's been a while since we did our last video update, but what's really happened, especially in the last 7 months with MInaurum, is we've had two key areas where we've seen developments occurring, and that is in southern Sonora, we picked up a significant silver asset that we've been doing exploration on since late August of 2016. It presents a pretty unique opportunity in that it is a relatively unexplored silver project that saw a large amount of historical production, large amount being over 250 million ounces of silver came off the project.
Right.
Historical records indicate the grades were ranging around the 20 to 30 ounces per ton range of silver, high-grade copper as well in that. And what happened with this project, it was, I call it sort of the left behind project because it missed out on the entire big silver rush that happened in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that was until about 5-6 years ago, the project looked like a jigsaw puzzle. It had about 10 or 11 different claim owners. It had all these little pieces everywhere. And then a Mexican family, a pretty prominent family out of Sonora, spent a considerable amount of money just assembling this entire project, buying up all the separate claims, making it a cohesive land mass, and then actually even advancing it through permitting to production, production permitting. So
what happened then? Why aren't they in production? And
well,
how come you guys?
The thing is, the project's never been drilled. It's never been systematically explored. But they wanted to get it permitted the whole way, so it's a pretty unique opportunity. I've been in Mexico for 17 years now, originally with Impact, and we put that mine into production, and this is the first time I've ever seen an opportunity where the project's permitted, drill permitted, mine permitted, without ever having been explored properly. So we're the first company in. As some of you may know, one of our senior geologists, Dr. Peter McGaw, is actually winning one of the top awards here at PDAC this year.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, the Thayer Lindsay Award for his discovery of 200 million ounces with mag silver. And we had him come down, and he's really better defined our understanding of the project. And what we see there is there's a fair bit of potential with what we call remnant mineralization, which is, ore that was left behind by original miners. But that being said, that's not our key focus. Our key focus is the discovery of virgin silver shoots in this district that were bypassed by original miners. And we believe we have at least 6 to 7 targets now that could be something of that tone. And we're going to be drilling those and testing those in the next 4 to 6 weeks in a 5,000 meter drill program.
Excellent. All that, and your gold project has some real excitement around it as well.
Yes. As some of your viewers may know, we basically built our company originally around the Guerrero Gold Belt. Mm-hmm. Over the last few years, it grew a little quiet in the belt, but basically since January of this year, it just, much like the industry in general, the switch flipped. Everybody suddenly is in love with the Guerrero Gold Belt again, and we've seen a real influx of new companies coming in. For instance, Frank Justra, Neil Whittier of Endeavor Mining fame started a new company called Leah Gold, which came in and purchased the neighboring Los Filos deposit that is partially surrounded by our projects in the belt. We now have Agnico ramping up activities. We have Torex hitting production milestones. We have Timmins busy in the belt. We're surrounded almost entirely by Osisko Gold royalties. And it's become a situation where there's big agreements being made, big sales being made. Los Filos was sold for over 300 million US. And we're now the last jewel left standing in the entire belt, surrounded by majors. And that, of course, opens the door to different opportunities.
Last man standing, and everybody wants to be your friend. Because if you get scooped up, people are imagining the premium that might be paid on a project that's already had a lot of work done on it, right?
Exactly. We have strong targets. Our portfolio in the Guerrero Gold Belt came through one of our geologists, David Jones, who discovered Los Filos, which is about a 15 million ounce deposit. But, in a nutshell, with the Guerrero it's what we call a burgeoning gold district, and I know a lot of people use burgeoning, but this is truly a district that went from about 1 million ounces of gold in about, I think it was, let's say, 1997 And so from $1 million in 1997 to over 33 million this year, and there's already a number of forecasts from some analysts that we'll see the year ending up with probably 37 to 38 million ounces delineated in the belt in total. And by belt, I mean an area that is measuring about 7 miles wide by about 20 miles long. So it's actually a pretty tight belt, and it's just covered with majors and mid-tiers.
Fantastic. I always like to talk to Darrell because he has interesting news, and the company's run so well. And because it's run well, they really do a lot with like what they have, and this new silver project just seems to be an extension of that, and it really looks interesting. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Let's give them the symbol.
Symbol is MTG on the TSX Venture Exchange. And the only thing I'd add is if you take a look at our website, it's www.MInaurum.com. We are not a single asset company. We have a number of district scale projects that can host some pretty significant discoveries. We also have what we believe is a whole new VMS belt, which is a polymetallic belt that we discovered in southern Mexico that has is creating a lot of buzz in the industry as well. So this is a year where we're going to see multiple drill programs being done in northern and southern Mexico, and we'll see what happens in the Guerrero.
Okay, we're going to end this now because there are people actually almost sitting on our shoulders. That's how tight it is at the PDAC. A lot of excitement around metals and mining this year. You can feel that upturn. You can feel that people know we're in a new bull market, and well-positioned juniors. One great way to play this, MInaurum is a great junior. Thanks very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Sean.